Hey you, and welcome to your video tutorial for how to do Wednesday's Earth Water Graphing assignment. So first, you always want to read all the directions that I have here for you, and you'll probably want to refer back to them. I have examples here of what a pie chart would look like, and I have really good step-by-step directions here for how to submit Google files to Schoology. All right, so let's go through. So when you're doing this assignment today, I encourage you to just go ahead and follow along with me. So have this video playing while you do it yourself, and you can pause the video anytime you need. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. It's gonna ask you to make a copy. You go ahead and make a copy. Grammarly is always gonna pop up for you. It's a good tool, but you don't really need it for this assignment. All right, so there's a spot here where you can add your name. There's a spot up here to actually change the title of the file to add your name. Once you make a copy of a Google Doc like this, it will automatically be in your Google Drive. So if you ever need to go find it in your Google Drive, which you will today, if you go to a regular Google search screen, some of you all have boxes up here. It looks like a box with 9 dots. Some of you guys don't have that, but right there where it says Google Apps, I'm just going to click on that and then go to my Drive. And then I can actually see where the assignment is in my Drive. So while that's loading, we'll come back to that in a little bit. But for now, let's go back to the assignment. So make sure you put your name and your period on there. All right, so we give some background info. Make sure to read that. And then it tells you you're going to be making a pie chart. This also has step-by-step directions. So I'm going to leave this Google Doc up. I'm going to click the link and go ahead and go there. If I go back to my directions, now that I've clicked the link, the first thing it tells me to do is to click on the pie chart. So I'm going to do that. So I see that there's a pie chart right here. I'll click on that. Okay. And then I go back. So I'm just going to plan to toggle back and forth between this tab and the tab I have open with the step-by-step directions. Next step, click on the Data tab along the right. So I'm going to go ahead and click Data. Okay, I'm going to give my graph a title. If you look at the directions, I tell you exactly what title to do. So what I'm going to do is I can actually just copy and paste this if I want. Distribution of Earth's fresh water. Or I could type it out if I want to. So I'm going to copy and paste that real quick. I'm going to do that with 2 hands. Give me just a second. So I've highlighted, and then on my keyboard, I'll hit Control-C, and I've copied it. And then when I go back to my graph and the graph title, I'll click there, and then I can hit Control-V to paste it, and then it populates it right there for me. The source, if I go back to my directions, it tells me right here, source is USGS for United States Geological Survey. So that just means we're giving credit to who we got the data from. Okay. And then the next direction, if I look back over here, it says select 4 pie slices. So I'll toggle back over here, change this to 4. Okay. And then right here, I can actually just copy and paste the data. So if I go down here, the first location for water is glaciers or ice. So I'm going to copy and paste that. So I'm going to highlight it, hit Control-C. Then I'll click right in here and hit Control-V. The value, same thing. I can copy and paste it, or I can type it. So if I don't want to copy and paste that, I could just type 68.7. Now I'm ready for my next one. So I'm going to quickly copy and paste those in there, and then I'll show you the next one, the next step. If you ever forget how to copy and paste, don't forget, you can always Google how to use different keys on your Chromebook. You can text me, you can email me, but for an instant answer, if I'm busy and I can't get right back to you, you can always Google, how do I do this with a Chromebook? I was talking with a family yesterday. Their Chromebook had frozen, which is totally frustrating. But I Googled how to reset it, and you can look for ways to do that. If somehow your Chromebook freezes and you can't turn it off, if you look up ways, there are ways online of how to reset it, or you could also contact me or the central office for help. Okay, so I've copied and pasted all of the data into my pie chart. So I'm going to go back to my directions. And I'm using 2 fingers to scroll. It says click on the labels along the right. So I'll click back over to the website. And I'll click on labels. Okay, and then go back to my directions. It says select % of total under the top type drop down menu and out with leader under the position. Okay, so % of total, out with leader. Okay, so back to my directions. What's the next step? Then it says scroll down and click update. So again, I can use my 2 fingers to scroll down. And then I see where there's a spot to hit update. Okay. Then it says click on the preview tab. So if I look on the side here, there's a spot to preview. And there's my graph, okay, that I just created. Okay, there's an example of what it could look like if you want to look at that, if you click on that link. But I'm going to go ahead and right click. So on my Chromebook, let me show you how to right click like that if I don't have a mouse. So if I go to an image, I'm going to go ahead and scroll up just a little bit so I see everything. I can go to an image. I'll use my 2 fingers to right click. And then I have the option to copy or save the image. I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Okay. And then it tells me to paste my graph right here. So I can delete that now where it says paste graph, or you can leave it there, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to go below it so it fits better. And then again, I'm going to right click right there in my Google Doc and I'm going to hit paste. And voila, you've got your graph up there. There's one other graph that you're going to be making in the same way. Just make sure to follow your step-by-step directions. It'll tell you exactly how to do it on this website. Once you've copied and pasted both graphs in there, it's got a few questions that you need to answer, so type your answers on your Google Doc. And then the last thing you're going to need to do is share it with me on Schoology. So when you do that, you're going to go to My Drive. You're going to go to the copy that you've been working on. So of course, I would want to add my name up in the title by clicking right there. I'd want to add my name up top here. And then it's got I'm going to double check and make sure it's got my graph on there. Oh, it did. Okay, good. So I can hit share. All right, so I'm going to go to get link, but first I need to change the link to the Simpson County Schools. Okay? It says anyone in the Simpson County Schools can view it. So then I'm going to hit copy link. I get a note that says the link is copied. I'm going to toggle back over here to Schoology, where the assignment was. I'm going to click submit. Then it's really important to hit create at the top tab up here. And then I'm just going to click in there. I'm going to hit Control V to paste since I already copied that link. So I'll hit the Control V buttons. And then all I have to do is hit submit and I'm done. Okay? So that is how you do today's assignment. Let me know if you have any questions.